Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second down and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
2nd down and goal. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Rodgers now on 1st down. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Rodgers now to throw. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Rodgers to throw once more. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. That he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Partner, there's no other way you can describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Another run with Sanders. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle here to Brown. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. No, read, go. Ready.
This will be caught once again by Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. They shakes him off. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their 1st turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 1st half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing is Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers now on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action. Ready for the third quarter.
From the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Inside. Over here. Here we go.
Here's Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That's good for a 3-yard race.
On first down, Rodgers. That's complete, and once again, it's Cobb. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
A loss of 9 brings up 4th down.
And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead. Thought that might be the goose egg breaker. Still stuck on 0.
Yeah, this is still a tight game, too. We got to keep that in mind because that miss there, you hang your head, you let it affect you the next time you go out there, then you really hurt your ball club. Get yourself together. You might get another opportunity, and they're going to count on you to put it through the posts. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Sanders. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
80 yards on the ground now for Sanders. He's got a first down.
A give running left. It's Sanders.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Preston Smith there on the stop.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they're able to build on things here with a field goal, but the question is how much longer can they really rely on their defense to pitch a shutout?
That's a great question because the guys on the other sideline are saying, give us the ball. We want another shot at this. So, yes, tight game. He'll take the 3. But this game, it's far from over.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Inside. 630. Over.
Now Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll run with Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Got him in. It's Brown.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith,
A 14-yard touchdown.
and the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Eagles 20, Packers nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do them? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
50. Hey, you block over here. Get 300. Get 300. Strong right. Strong right.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
26.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Rodgers again now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On second and a long way to go. Rodgers, now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
He was brought down by Josh Sweat. A loss of 5.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are likely going to win it. That one looks like he'll throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line.
And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.